Yo, what up? We're in a new setup, kind of. I mean, the setup isn't new, but I'm trying out like a different camera and stuff. So honestly, it's probably like not super noticeable now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm kind of testing this out. I have like multiple cameras on right now, so I'm testing this out. But I want to do a video for you guys today, so I can kind of test this out and also give you guys a little treat. I'm going to be breaking down Problem, which just came out 2 weeks ago, collab with Hostage and Dream Takers, and just go through kind of like my main contributions to it and just some of the fun stuff that I kind of wanted to go through for you guys and show you how I made some of the things in here, because it's a pretty fun tune. So yeah, I mean, mainly Second Drop I feel like was my like contribution, or like the thing where I got to really like mess around just myself. So I'll just go through that really quick. Honestly, it's really simple. It's basically like a bass from another project, and this is it right here. And it has this little like resample thing, so it kind of does like it sounds like the rate is like speeding up. So yeah, in context, I guess I should play it a little bit in context. This is what it sounds like in context. Yeah, so this is a little bit of an older version of the project, but it's basically the same anyways. There's like some pitch changes that are like not on, and some pattern flows that are a little different. But anyways, this bass right here, I mean, this is just audio. There's no crazy processing on this at all. It's just like EQing and stuff. So basically what I did, I think if I unwarp this, it's like stretched a little bit. Oh yeah, I guess this is consolidated too. So honestly, that's not ideal. But I do know how I made it. I don't know if it's in one of these groups either. But it's basically from another collab of mine. I think the collab that I have with Cello right now. I literally just took the bass from that song, which was somewhere in here. Cello. Yeah. This bass somewhere in here. Yeah, I mean, there's these basses. There's like a loud thing in here somewhere, and this is me trying to do drop vocals. Don't listen to that. Bring the beat. Yeah, there. It's one of these, so I just took this, and then I put it up one semitone to get it more in the key of the song that we have here. Yeah, so it's this. It's literally this one note, and I just took this and warped it and made it a little like longer, like so it was more sustained. And then I just put it on grains, and I just used the low end for the sample pretty much. And this thing was basically made by doing something along the lines of taking Cello's stems, which is somewhere here. Yeah, basses. I think it was basses too. I think it was literally this thing, like something like this, just kind of like any like random bass sound, whatever, and then stretch it and go to tones and do this. And I need to grab like some sub here, so I'll just do I'll just grab sub from another channel by turning on the headphone thing for this, and then do external and do 61. And then low pass this. And maybe turn it down. So now we have sub for this. Let me just turn it down a tad so we can process this together. Okay. So it's basically like taking a sample like this. You can like make the shape of the sample like kind of plucky and stuff too. And then you do spectral time with these settings, and then do any like comb filter. Honestly, like filter table would be sick for this too. I mean, but you know, you can hear what I'm talking about here, you know. Like basically how you end up getting these sounds. And then just saturate the shit out of it. And maybe like cycle through the waveform so it gets a little less like crazy high-endy, you know. And then maybe also we can like clean it up a bit by going into this parallel and like taking out any stuff here. Cool. Yeah, more like that. Yeah. Something like that. And messing with that for like an hour or so. And then you get something like this, you know. And there's a lot of like mixing with this involved. And yeah, the high end on this is like way too crazy right now. But you get the point. And then I just took that sample, put it up one semitone, and then used it in a totally different song. So yeah. And it turned out pretty good. Let's go through the drums, because the drums are pretty like big in this tune. So pretty sure these are just like the classic fracture / outrage drums, my old drums. So Essentials one shot kick 4, one of the best kicks. Pretty nice. Pretty nice kick. Go cop my pack on Patreon. This has a low cut on, or a high pass on it at 20 hertz, which is actually super dumb. And I'm sad to see that that's there, because if I resample this, you're going to see that the tail is like kind of cooked now. There's just like extra. Yeah. It's not actually that bad, but this is pointless. I don't know why that's there. Yeah. So that's the kick. There's no processing on it or anything. It's just out of the box on there. There's an ivory open hat. Pretty mono hat, but really nice high end. So that on top of the kick. Another ivory open hat, which seems a little more stereo. It's more on the like low end side in terms of hats. But these are just layered on top of each other. And then this is like a tambourine thing from Excellent Sound. And those are pretty much the main hats. Looks like there's a little like tear out ride here on half notes, just for like background support kind of, but these are the main hats. And they're just high pass, that's pretty much it. It's just good sample selection for those. And then the clap is just an outrage clap. And it's also has low end in it. Could have just high passed this, just to cut out any of that low end stuff. But I'm sure it barely makes a difference. This is a really nice clap. It's just a super peaky like 1K thing though, you know. But yeah, these layered on top of each other. Sounds nice. Sounds really like prosecute-y. It's just like, I don't know. I think he just has a lot of like claps that are super like, I wouldn't call it 1K. It's more like, yeah, 1.5K. So yeah, that was kind of like, I guess I was just in a prosecute mood. His shit is so fucking sick. So I was like, I want to do some prosecute sounding drums, kind of. And like super short clap as well. But it's cool. And there's not really a whole lot of thought in like mixing those together. Pretty much none of that has processing on it. Or like any like crazy widening stereo with like lock-in shit. So yeah, you just chuck a sidechain on there and fucking, and it's pretty loud. It's looking like it's at 1 luff here, so that's pretty cooked. But it's okay. I don't know, pretty loud song, but it sounds good. Whatever.